Yo guys, what's going on? It's Ish here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. So listen, let me break down something that's very complex for you guys to understand. Look, a lot of people don't really know that you exist in two forms, meaning that you exist as a broke person and you exist as a rich person. You might never meet your rich person though, your rich self. The reason is because you have a road that you're traveling. And the way that you travel it, the different lanes you take, the specific ways you get to the end destination will determine if you meet your rich self or you meet your poor self or you meet your, whatever. You get the idea, fill in the blank. So at the end of the day, guys, I want to help you get into the right lanes for you to kind of understand how to go out there and officially meet that person that's going to help you change your life. You know what I mean? So like, once you meet that guy, he's going to sit there and walk and, and talk back to you. He's going to say, what took you so long? He's waiting for you to go meet him. All you have to do is take the right steps and go into the right lanes. So in this video that I want to explain a little bit about how we actually go out there and meet our rich self. We are creatures of, habits. And if we just change a little bit of our habits and, what I've personally done to, become so successful is that I've done these 4 steps and I'm actually going to break them to you on camera right now, meaning that I'm going to give my kind of like my best secrets and just give them to you. Why? Because why do I have to enclose them to myself when someone watching this video can actually use them to make and change their life forever? So I was like, I don't want to take this information to the grave. I want people to use this information so when they do go out there and try to chase their rich self, they will meet him one day. And this is why I'm making this video. So let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, guys. So this is you. You're walking around. You don't know what you're doing. You're just, freaking walking around with your hands in your pocket, just trying to get through life. And if you go through this little journey and, drive your car, you're going to meet yourself later on down the road. Okay. And this is kind of what I realized is that, look, I was really poor just a couple years ago, but there was a version of me that's sitting here right now making this video that existed, that I knew he existed. I don't know where he was, but I knew he existed, meaning that I knew I was going to become a millionaire. I had an idea that that person in my life existed, whether it was 10 years from now, 5 years now, or from literally 2 weeks from now. I didn't know where he was hiding, where he was, wandering off. Where was he sitting? How do I go out there and find that specific person and actually become him? And that's the real thing that I wanted to do. I was chasing a ghost. I was chasing myself, but myself 5 years from now, meaning that I wasn't thinking of something, oh, one day I'm going to get rich. No, I'm already rich, meaning that I just got to go out there and find out who he is and where he is and how to become him. That's simple as that. So I was chasing a ghost. And this guy was a ghost for me. This guy didn't exist, but I knew that, there was a little rumor going around that, hey, there's this guy out there. He's a freaking millionaire, and his name is Ish, and he's out there. He's out there. He exists. You couldn't see him yet. Okay, so the real thing is that there's 4 specific steps that you kind of need to do or kind of need to go through to actually meet your rich self. And these are my steps, my principles, and this is what I've done to get to the point where I met my person that actually was successful. So I'm going to help you guys kind of find your people as well. So I guess you could say the number 1 step. Okay. So I made it really easy for you. So when you go on this journey, know that it's not going to be, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be freaking, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. You're going to have to take risks as well. Meaning that, look, to get to this point, there's going to be mountains and mountains, a big old mountains with snow and volcanoes. There might be freaking monsters, monsters that are freaking, in your vicinity that you have to kind of hide from. You might run into some flat tires, your flat tire, maybe your freaking, car breaks down, whatever. And then you have to kind of, walk your way to the guy. You're going to run into so many problems. You might even run into some earthquakes. You might run into an earthquake. I don't know. You might run into all these specific problems, all these demons. I call them demons. And these demons aren't volcanoes or, crazy people, but they're actually different type of activities that take away from your time, meaning that you only have about freaking, I'd say 75 years to meet this guy. So this road is not a unlimited road, meaning you have all freaking your whole life to kind of go find that guy. You're 18 right now, okay? Meaning that you already spent maybe 10 of your years, 15, 20 of your years, so you only got about 55 years now, okay? So look, you got 55 years before this guy disappears, okay? And at the end of the day, what's the point of finding him at 55 when you only have 1 year to celebrate him? So you got to find him quickly. I'm talking within a couple of years, because if you don't find him soon, he's going to disappear, and he's actually going to stop waiting. He's like, why am I waiting for this guy? I'm just going to disappear. I just got to go. I'm done. I'm done waiting for this guy. So this guy's literally sitting there waiting for you. Okay, now hopefully you guys got the picture. So let's talk about the first thing is like, what do we need to do to kind of get to the first step of finding our rich selves? Is that demons, okay? Like I told you before, these are all little demons. Birthday parties, okay? Events, GFs, girlfriends, parties. You can get the idea of how it works. You're gonna run into so many things along the journey that you're just gonna have all these excuses every day pile up on itself, and just one day you're just gonna be like, I couldn't do it. Why? Because John Smith had 10 parties that year. Sally had freaking 20 parties that year. I had to go. I had to do this. I had to go to weddings. I had to go to birthdays. I had to go to this. I had to go to that. There's always going to be something going on in your freaking life that you cannot just always go to. So eventually, I trademarked this name. It's called the demons, meaning that any specific thing taking away from your true journey is a demon. Okay, and they're trying to hold you back, meaning that they're not intentionally trying to hold you back. It's just that it's kind of preventing you from succeeding. So that's a demon. The second thing actually is adopting new habits. Look, if you are trying to, teach an old dog new tricks, it's very difficult. Okay, so adopting new habits is something that's mandatory for you to improve in life. Look, if you were just to do the same thing, look, you have your 9 to 5, you go to your work, you go watch Netflix for 2 hours, you go to your girlfriend's house to cuddle for 2 hours, and then at the end of the day, you only got 1 hour or 2 hours to think of things, and then you freaking, whatever, you go to the party, you go out to eat, you do this, you do that. You got no time to really improve yourself, meaning that you're not really adapting new habits that could actually improve your life later down the road. So the real thing about it is, how can we improve ourselves every day? If we just get a little bit better every day, we can actually meet this guy and get better. So look, for example, this road is maybe 100 miles. This distance between you and your rich self is about 100 miles, meaning that, look, to get to that guy, you need to walk 100 miles, but you don't have the stamina to do 100 miles. But let's just say, for example, you got these really cool boot shoes and you start building some muscles, and now you got some you got some muscles going on, you got some, stamina, you got some endurance, you got some strength to actually endure these 100 miles. So now this is kind of what you want to do, is you want to find out how to build yourself to the point where you can travel 100 miles. It's endurance. Adopting good habits is the first thing. Okay, I'm not going to sit down and tell you every single habit. You probably know the habits that you need to break and the habits that you need to kind of form. Okay, start becoming disciplined. Next thing is a mindset change. Look, if you think that he doesn't exist, if you think he's only a rumor, he's only a myth, he's only a legend, he doesn't really exist. He's like Santa Claus, Everyone says he exists, but he doesn't really exist. And you firmly believe that he doesn't exist. Okay, you are just trapped in your little rat race. Okay, you go to your job and you go to your girlfriend's house, you go to eat dinner, and then you go party with your friends and do the same thing over and over again. You are in the rat race, okay? But the thing about the rat race is that you have to understand that you're never going to be able to think about new things. It's the same 100 thoughts every single day, and it repeats and repeats and repeats every freaking day. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you put your shoes on, you change your clothes, you eat your breakfast, you go out the door. You're thinking of the same things, meaning that you're a robot. You're basically living to die, okay? Next thing is self-actualization. So at that point, you actually realize, okay, this guy exists. Okay, I'm changing my habits. I want to go meet him. I need to go buy some new running shoes. I need to get some muscles going. I need to, build myself up to have that stamina to take those 100 miles. And next thing you know, you defeated your demons. You're like, hey, these demons got to disappear. You actually realize that they are time wasters, and now you're going to kind of put them to the side. And now self-actualization is meaning that you have a higher power, higher meaning that your life isn't built for this rat race. And you realize that. As soon as you realize that, that's self-actualization, meaning that you're better and you have more worth in this world, and you realize that, meaning that you are trying to change and impact this world, not just become a cog in the machine. So this is very important. So next thing is step 2 is now we're trying to build this $1 million business as well. Look, at the end of the day, this guy that's a millionaire, he's not a millionaire off Bitcoin. I promise you that. He's a millionaire because he started a really successful business, okay? He wants to really succeed, okay? And he started a business, okay? And that business is the thing that pays him a $1 million, okay? He's not just a freaking millionaire, okay? He's not just for fun, okay? He didn't win the lottery. He's not a gambler, okay? He built a business and he structured it. So now in step 2, really, you have to understand being nosy is very important. Meaning that what are the indicators? What are other millionaires doing right now that's different from you right now? And be nosy, look into them, go to their websites, go to Grant Cardone's website, go to his email funnel, go subscribe to his newsletter, go see what kind of content he's posting, go see what he's investing into currently, go find out what's going on with his life, how he's doing this, how did he maneuver, what did he do to get started. Be nosy. No, when you get nosy, success leaves clues, meaning that you will eventually find out how to become $1 million, earner just by being a little nosy and understanding what other people are doing. For example, me, if you were to just do a little bit of research, I do all my vlogs, I shoot all my content, I do all this informative videos. If you just watch my YouTube videos, you get the understanding of how to become a millionaire. And I'm dead serious. But no one is going out of the way to do a lot of research on me, is because no one wants to take their time and spend it on things that actually adopt the new habits. You don't want to learn anything. You have your demons, you're focused with your demons, you're happy with your demons, and you don't want to adopt new habits. And that's totally okay. Look, fine by me. I don't give a freak if you are a millionaire or not. I'm still going to make my money, and I'm still going to change my life, and I'm going to still achieve bigger goals and dreams of mine, whether you are on board or not. So why do I care? Why am I making this video in the first place? It's not for you. It's for me to leave a legacy for the people that actually want to go out there and change their life. So being nosy is first. Success leaves clues, okay? Success leaves clues. Now, education. Now, you can't be a millionaire unless you are properly educated. You have to go out there and educate yourself and read books and learn from the people that already have made millions. You watching this video is already the first step to actually becoming successful. Now, keep doing this and being very consistent is the number one way to actually do this the right way, okay? Now, building the entrepreneurial triangle. Now, you might be asking, what's the entrepreneurial triangle? This is trademarked by me. I've made this myself. There's 3 indicators in life that if you follow these specific things, you'll be the number 1 entrepreneur in the game, okay? And this is it right here. The entrepreneurial triangle, okay? So there's 3 things that are very important that will make you a successful individual, making you a lot of freaking money. That's the first thing is commitment, okay? You have to be committed to whatever you're doing. The second thing is belief. You have to actually believe that you will become the person you want to become. If you want to become a millionaire, you have to believe it, but you also have to be committed to it, meaning that you're not going to take any other roads as well. And the third thing is higher level thinking. Look, everyone says, I'm going to become a millionaire, and then go out there and watch Netflix for 2 hours after the big old dramatic speech. You know, everyone's, I'm going to become a millionaire, I'm going to be the best in the game. And then they go sit there and watch Netflix and eat ice cream. What is that? What is it? What are you trying to accomplish? Who are you trying to prove anything to? I know you from a fact that you're not going to be a millionaire. I have friends that say, hey, bro, watch me. I'm going to make so much money this year. Bro, watch this. And then I see them partying in the club in Miami. Yes, I'm talking to you. You know who you are. But look, higher level thinking is thinking that, listen, now I'm committed, I have a belief, and now this is how I'm going to start thinking, meaning that I'm going to start thinking about business models. I'm going to start thinking about business strategy. I'm not going to be thinking about stupid things that are taking my time, that are demons in my freaking life. We're not thinking about demons anymore. We're thinking about things that are actually going to improve us. So that's higher level thinking. Your brain is thinking of bigger things. You're not thinking of those same 100 thoughts here. You're not thinking of these 100 thoughts. You're not thinking of these. You're thinking of actual more things, like maybe 1,000 things, okay? You're not thinking about the 100 things anymore. Obviously, you have to take care of your job because that's how you're putting food on the table. But in your job now, you're thinking of bigger things. You're thinking of business ideas. You're thinking of strategies. You're thinking of things to actually outcome this rat race. Now, look, we talked about the entrepreneurial triangle now. This is the 3-component kind of piece that's actually, if you plug it into anyone, he's going to be successful. Now, the third step is specialization, meaning that we have to get really advanced with it. We understand, we're nosy, we're educating ourselves. Now we have to specialize into one field and pick it and just drive with it. And now the second thing is pure drive, meaning that there should be no other option. There should be nothing else. You should either have $100,000 by the end of the year, or you should be dead, meaning that you tried your best and it didn't work out, but you realize that you risked everything. You risked everything to become a 6-figure earner, okay? That's what I did in the beginning. I locked myself in a room. COVID started. I said, listen, buddy, you're not getting out of this freaking room. I used to order food. Food used to come to my house. I used to eat it, go back to work. And the same thing over and over and over again every freaking day for the whole year. And luckily, after 18-hour work days, I literally became, I hit my first 100K. And then after I hit my first 100K, that same mindset stuck with me, and even COVID ended, I'm still freaking rich. I went from 100K to 1 million, and now I'm in the process of 1 million to 10 million. So now the next thing is willing to risk. meaning that you have to be able to put things aside, meaning that relationships, friendships, companions, affiliates, business associates, you have to be willing to put them to the side and have them willing to, they're going to get angry at you. You have to be able to push them away and say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't go to your birthday, bro. He's going to get mad at you and he's going to, say you're a fake friend, but you have to be able to live with that. That's the thing about willing to risk, is you have to be willing to understand the consequences of becoming successful. There are consequences, meaning that you will break a lot of relationships, but that's just what comes down with the territory. Now, step 4, okay? We're almost there. Look, we're at the finish line. We're about to meet this guy. We have everything. We specialize into a business model. We work hard. We're building the company. We're building. We put away all the demons. We put away everything. We're willing to risk everything. We're just pure drive, pure focus, pure effort. And now the fourth thing is don't get too comfortable. Once you start making money, people get very freaking comfortable, meaning that they open up their doors really easily, meaning that a kid in Nebraska is going to take that guy's company and eat it up in about 1 year. Meaning that, look, you made your 100K, you made your 1 million. Okay, you're cool, you're lit, man. You go out there, you go party with the rock stars. You let this happen, you let that happen. You go out there, buy a really cool car. This is my car. You get the idea. You maybe even buy a house. I don't know. You put a down payment on a house. You like your house, and you bought a house. Okay. Now, at this point in your life, you're going to have to reinvite your demons, meaning that you cannot just block your demons forever. Your demon even could be your mom. Okay. So demons could be birthday parties, anniversaries, whatever. You could kind of slowly reinvite them back, but you should be able to learn how to live with them and manage them and having control over these people. So reinviting your demons is something that you have to do, and it's just part of the game. And I'm being very honest. A lot of people say, block those people forever. They're never going to be in your life. No. 80% of them you could block forever, but 20% of them you have to live with. Meaning that your mother, when she does have a birthday, you have to go out there and give her a birthday cake and have her a little party, and that's just part of life. Okay, so you can't block her forever. Okay, so that's your mother. Okay, so now bigger level thinking, meaning that when you hit the 100K mark, okay, this is the roadblock you're gonna run into. These are the demons right here. This is the kind of main roadblock you're gonna run into. You're gonna get too comfortable when you make your money. You're going to start reinviting your demons, which is inevitable, but you have to block 80% of the bad ones out and keep the good ones that, that make you happy in life. You're already successful a little bit. Now just, kind of allow yourself to have that little leverage of allowing people to have a little bit of your time. And now bigger level thinking, meaning that 100K is freaking pennies to me, okay? I make 100K in a month now. And I don't know how I would live with 100K if there was 100K in my bank account. I don't know how people live with 100K. Now, the thing about me is I think bigger. For you, maybe watching this video, you may think 100K is, oh, that's so much money, it's life-changing. I'm going to change my life. No, it's not. I promise you, once you get there, you're going to realize how much less it is. So bigger level thinking is saying, hey, why not 1 million? Why not 10 million? Why not 100 million? This is the way to think. And bigger level thinking is actually going to be the one indicator to get you successful. If you think that if you have a small mindset, this is a little baby mindset, a little peanut mindset, you're going to say 100K. Okay, let me just try to maintain 100K for my rest of life and I'll be successful. No, you have to think bigger a little bit to eventually meet your rich self. These are the 20 things that I would personally recommend every entrepreneur to start with to actually get to the point where he's meeting his rich self. Okay, he's a ghost right now, and everyone watching this video, I promise you, this is the way I thought. This is the way I opened my mind to thinking of new things. And then whenever I started thinking like this, my life changed forever, meaning that I never went back to thinking the old way. And by the way, once you meet this guy, you will open up your doors to meeting more of these rich people. What about this guy? This guy is $100 million net worth. Okay, this guy for me was $1 million. I hit the $1 million mark. I'm chasing a ghost now that's a king of the castle, and he's $100 million net worth. And I want to meet him one day. And I know there's bigger mountains that I have to pay. I have to face bigger mountains. I have to face bigger obstacles, bigger challenges. But I'm ready for it. And I know he exists. And I know it's somewhere deep down, he's on a yacht in the south of France, drinking champagne with his family. Just, one day he's waiting for me to meet him one day. And he's waiting. I can't wait for Ish to meet me one day. It's going to be beautiful. And that day when it does come, I'm going to be ready for it. So that's how you want to think, guys. Go out there, chase your freaking dreams. Don't take no for an answer. And just drive, guys. Drive. Find out the indicators, find your demons, and block them away and go in, guys. Go and be nosy. Go look at what other millionaires are doing. Pick a specific business model and crush it in there. I know everyone can do it. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.